Few chefs have developed as many recipes as Ree Drummond, but not every creation is a winner. So what's the one dish she wishes she could take back? Since 2011, Drummond has hosted Food Network's hit series The Pioneer Woman, where she typically prepares multiple recipes per episode. Between the show, her blog, and her cookbooks, she's shared hundreds of meal ideas with fans over the years. With that many dishes, it's no surprise that some didn't turn out perfectly. After all, very few cooks create hundreds of original recipes without a flop or two. For Drummond, one recipe stands out as a misstep. Responding to a reader question in Pioneer Woman magazine, she revealed the dish she regrets making on the show, a fried chicken pizza using frozen bread dough and frozen chicken tenders. She wrote, "The vision I had was of big, beautiful pieces of homemade fried chicken and thick-cut pickles with a drizzle of honey. I wound up using frozen chicken strips, and they had not won any chicken strip beauty pageants. Then, we threw coleslaw into the mix, and it was just a sea of confusion."
All the rules just went out the window.
She revisited the infamous recipe in her memoir, Frontier Follies, writing, "It was absolutely awful." Here's a question. Could Drummond have improved the recipe? If you're curious about making a fried chicken pizza at home, it's definitely doable with a few adjustments. According to Drummond herself, the original version had too much happening. The toppings ended up overshadowing what should have been a simple, balanced dish.
I think I've lost my mind. This is the craziest thing ever.
To simplify things, it helps to scale back a bit. For instance, you might skip the jalapeno slices since the pickles already add plenty of zing. Cabbage shines in a classic coleslaw, but on pizza, it can be a little overwhelming. Barbecue sauce can make the crust soggy too. You can give the coleslaw more structure and a crunchier texture by mixing in toasted almonds, or try lightly frying it to develop some caramelization. If your slaw is on the sweeter side, pairing it with a tangier barbecue sauce can balance flavors and prevent the pizza from becoming overly sugary. And for the chicken, don't rely on frozen or pre-cooked options. Frying it yourself is worth the effort. There are plenty of great fried chicken recipes that, when done properly, make the dish much more flavorful. With these tweaks, you'll have a better shot at nailing a fried chicken pizza at home. Drummond's original fried chicken pizza appeared in Season 19, Episode 16 of The Pioneer Woman, and the recipe is still available on the Food Network's website. Interestingly, some reviewers had surprisingly positive feedback about the recipe, even though it's Drummond's least favorite. One person wrote, "The mix of flavors in this pizza are so yummy. We'll definitely be making this again." Another fan mentioned that, even after swapping store-bought dough for homemade and chopping the chicken tenders, the dish was still a fun new take on pizza night. However, viewers on a Facebook clip of the episode, which shows Drummond preparing the pizza, were less forgiving. One commenter quipped, "Recipe submitted by local 19-year-old stoner. I feel like she's running out of ideas." Another viewer offered some helpful advice, suggesting she should have cut up the chicken in chunks, rather than piling it on in large pieces. It might not be Drummond's finest creation, but one flop among hundreds of recipes hasn't slowed her down. The Pioneer Woman brand is still going strong. And let's be honest, who hasn't had the occasional kitchen misfire?